Okay, so we're moving on with the guided practice now. Hopefully today hasn't been too bad so far. Number one, they ask us to find the coordinates of the midpoint of each segment. Well, let's see what information they ask us to find. Well, first they ask us to find the coordinates of Q. Where's Q at? It's at the origin, 0, 0, 0, 0. Then they ask for the coordinates of T. T, I went over 3. So over 3. Then I went down 2. So 3, I don't want to take there. Go away. 3, negative 2. And then it says find the midpoint. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's label what we have. They ask us to find the midpoint. So that means this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So we can just use our formula now. Which remember, the formula says you add your x's divide by 2. You add your y's divide by 2. So let's do that. x1 is 0 plus 3 divided by 2. y1 is 0 plus negative 2 divided by 2. 0 plus 3 is just 3. 0 plus negative 2 is negative 2. Now I need to see if I can reduce anything. Does 3 over 2 reduce? No. So 3 over 2. What about negative 2 over 2? Yes, it reduces to negative 1. So there's our midpoint. It's going to be 3 over 2 and negative 1. Now that's number 1 on the guided practice. Now let's look at number 2. Number 2, they tell us B is in the middle. B is the midpoint. A has coordinates of negative 3, 4. B has coordinates of negative 1.5 and 1. So it said B is the midpoint. That means this is in the middle. Use the graph to find the coordinates of C. So they actually tell us to use the graph, which means they're telling us to psst, psst, do the easy way. Psst, do the easy way. What? You want me to do the easy way? Yeah. Oh, okay. So let me graph it. This is like we ended the notes with. I got this. So I'm going to graph it. There's my y-axis. There's my x-axis. Now let's plot the information they give us. They say that A has coordinates of -3, 4. -3. 1, 2, 3. And then I go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, -3, +4. Whoopsies. I need to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Helps if I go the right direction. There's my A. There's A. Now, it says B is in the middle. I'm squeezed in the middle, smack dab in the middle. So -1.5, up 1. So this is where B is. Notice B's in the middle, so I go from A down to B. Now, how did I move? I went over 1.5, and then went down 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna have to do the same thing. I'm gonna go over 1.5, and then 1, 2, 3. So my new point. Whoa, come back, come back. Where'd you go? You went somewhere. Hang on. Bear with me here. Where did our assignment go? There it is. Come back. How dare you run off? So here's our new point right here. So I go down there. That's C. What's our coordinate for C? Well, I didn't go, I'm on the y-axis, so x would be 0. And I'm down at -2. So 0, -2 is my coordinate. We barely even had to do math. Okay, number 3. X has coordinates of 1/4, 7, 6. Y has coordinates of -3/4 and 5, 6. Find the midpoint. Hey, this is an easy one. They just want us to find the middle. Don't let the fractions scare you. Just do what we know how to do. So label our points. X1, Y1. X2, Y2. To get the midpoint, remember we add the x's. 1/4 plus -3/4 over 2, and then 7/6 plus 5/6 over 2. Now I'm going to come over here to the side and do my fraction math. Fraction addition. So 1/4 plus -3/4. What's that give you? Gives you -2/4. What's another way to write that? -1/2. So that means for our midpoint here, we're going to have a -1/2 on top. Now let's look at our other one. 7/6 plus 5/6. 7 plus 5 is 12. 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Okay? Then we're going to have 2 over 2 there. And now we've got to simplify our fractions. So negative 1/2 divided by 2 gives you negative 1/4. And then 2 divided by 2 is 1. There's our midpoint. So this one only had 3 problems of guided practice. But what I will say is that they're all really similar to the assignment. You just have to read what it's asking for. Is it asking you to find an end point, like number 2 did? Or is it asking you to find the midpoint, like numbers 1 and 3 did? So that's Unit 2, Day 1.